Logarithms is a wonderful tool to simplify our calculations. Many a time we are not taught logarithms, but we may have to use them, especially in the higher secondary, to do calculations. Especially in the lab, you may find calculations using log a must. So always it is better for us to know log so that we can have a basic idea to do calculations. This is what I plan to give you, a basic introduction of log and how to use it to do simple calculations. This video is to give you an idea of about logarithms and how you can use it in doing calculations. What exactly is the logarithm? Okay, the logarithm is a tool which can be used to simplify your calculations. Basically, what is its interpretation? Suppose you write a number as say a power x is equal to b, okay, where we say exponent is x there because it is in the power, okay, exponent is ax here, a power x equal to b. So how will we write it in log form? So we write x is equal to log b to the base a. Since there is a and b here, you may get confused, so let us look at an example. So 2 power 4 equal to 16. That everybody knows, okay. So in terms of log, how will we write? Log of 16 to the base 2 is 4. Similarly, if you have to write 8 power 1 by 3 is 2, you write log 2 to the base 8 is equal to 1 by 3. Okay, this form, when you write it in powers, we say that is the exponential form, and the other one is said to be the logarithmic form. Suppose they don't give you the base, we usually take it to be base e. Okay, natural logarithm. Most of your problems you will be doing with log base e or log base 10. To do calculations in log, we have to follow certain rules. Okay, see, initially it may look a little difficult for you when you look at the rules, but as you do the problems you will understand what I'm saying. So if you have two numbers, log a and log c, and you have to add two log numbers, okay, but the base is the same, please note that you can write it as log a into c. Similarly, if you have log a minus log c to the same base, you can write that as log a by c. Okay, actually when we are doing calculations, we will use it in a reverse way. Log of a into c is log a plus log c. Log of a by c is log a minus log c. Next, if you have log of a power n to some base, you can write that as n times log a. These first three properties or the rules only we'll keep using again and again, but let us have a look at the other rules. So log m to the base a can be written as log m to the base b into log b to the base a. Log of 1 to the any base, it is 0 provided that base is not equal to 1, and log of a number to its same base is also 1. Log b to the base a into log a to the base b will be 1 provided a and b both are not equal to 1. Similarly, you can write log b to the base a as 1 by log of a to the base b. B power log a to the base b is 1 if b is not equal to 1, and log x and log y to the same base, they will be equal, implies and implied by x equal to y. See, this implies and implied by means that if the left hand side is true, it implies the right, and the right is true, it implies the left. Meaning, if log x is equal to log y to the same base, then x equal to y, and if x is equal to y, then log x will be equal to log y. So here we have some examples to illustrate the rules. The first rule is log a plus log b is log a into b, no, that rule. So log 3 plus log 3 can be written as log of 3 into 3, log of 9. Second rule is log a minus log b can be written as log of a by b. Third one, we have combined a few of the rules. So 5 log 2 can be written as log of 2 power 5. 2 log 3 is log of 3 square. And 6 log 4 can be written as log of 4 power 6. Then we have used that log of 2, just we have made this 2 power 5 as 32, 3 square is 9, and 4 power 6 as 64 square. Okay, what is the reason for that? You can see in the next line. So log of 32 plus log 9 can, but the base is the same, so I can write it as log of 32 into 9. I can't combine the third thing because the base for the third one is log 64. So if we can write it as log of 64 to the base, same base 64, it becomes 1. Okay, so it is log of 288 minus 2 times 1, but 1 can be written as log of 10 to the base 10. Why do we rewrite it? So that we can simplify it with the first part. The first part has got base 10, isn't it? So again, once again, log of, we write it as 10 square and calculate. Actually, this third example is a nice example. It introduces you to most of the properties. So if you're able to follow the properties, you must be able to understand the steps in the third one. Every logarithm consists of an integral part called characteristic and a fractional part called mantissa. For example, if you take log 3.16, okay, what we have to do is we can find out from the log table what is its mantissa part. Since 3 is the number you see in front of the decimal point and it is consisting of only one digit, you have to write 0.4997 is got from the log table. Take as another example, take log of 4586. 4586 consists of 4 digits in the integral part. So the characteristic will be 1 less than that, 3, and 0.6615 is obtained from the log tables. So to write the characteristic part, we have to take the integral part of the number whose log we have to find out and write 1 less than that. How to write log of a given value? Suppose we already have log of 4586 as 3.6615. So what will be log of 45.86? That 6615 after the decimal point will not change. Since you have 45 in the integral part, which consists of 2 digits, the characteristic will become 1 point. So log of 45860. Since there are 5 digits there, you should write 4.66. When you have 1 0 before the decimal point, we write bar 1 point. Now in the next example, log of 0.004586. Since there are 3 zeros including the one before the decimal point and after, we write bar 3 point. 0.04586. Since it consists of 2 zeros, it is bar 2.6615. Log of 4.586, again the decimal part of it is going to be 0.6615, but since we have 4 in the integral part of it and 4 is a single digit, we write 0.6615. So the mantissa does not change, but the characteristic keeps on changing depending on the number of digits in the whole number part. And if we have zeros, we write the number of zeros and put bar on top of that. To find the value of log 2.163, we have taken the common logarithmic table. So horizontally, if I call them rows and vertical ones as columns, we look at 21 in the row, under 6 in the column, and in the mean differences we look at 5. So 21 under 6 gives us the value 3345, and under the mean differences in the same row we have 6. So we have to add 3345 plus 6 to write the value of log of 2163. As more examples, to find log of 42.6. Since the number is 42.6, we write it as 1 point. Look up 42 under 6 in the table. So 1.6294. Log of 23.17. Since there are two digits 23, we write 1 point. Look up in the log table 23 under 1 and 7. Log of 9.321 is 0.9694. 0 point because there is only one digit 9. Look at 93 under 2 and 1. Log of 329.5, since there are three digits 329, we write 2 point. Look up under 32 under 9 and 5. Log of 0.001364 becomes bar 3 because there are three zeros, point 13 under 6 and 4 from the table. Log of 0.9876 bar 1 point 98 under 7 and 6 from the table. Log of 6576 3.65 under 7 and 6 from the table. How to find the antilog of a given number using the tables. To find antilog of 3.072, don't look at the 3. Only look for 07 under 2 in the antilog table. The value is 1180. Since we have 3 point, after 4 digits we should put the decimal point, so it becomes 1180 point. So to find antilog of 1.759, look at 75 under 9 in the antilog tables. Since you have 1 point, after 2 digits you put the decimal point. Bar 1.3826. Antilog will be 0 point because of the bar 1, 38 under 2 and 6 from the table. Bar 3.6037, 60 under 3 and 7 from the table. Because of the bar 3 you put 0.00 and then put the value. Antilog of 0.2732, since there is 0 after one digit we should put the decimal point. 27 under 3 and 2. Bar 2.1798, since it's bar 2 0.0, 17 under 9 and 8 from the table. This is just an illustration of how to use the anti-log table. So we are looking for 07 under 2. How do we add log values? First of all, why should we add log values? We have to add log values when we have to do calculations later. For example, if I have to find out the product of two numbers, say A into B, when I take log, I will write that as log AB. And you know by property log AB can be written as log A plus log B. So in that case, you will have to add log values. So how do we add them? So log of 46.7 plus half log 65 plus 2. So look up log of 46.7 from the table. Since the characteristic is 46 two digits, we write 1 point 46 under 7 from the table plus half of 65.2. Since 65 is two digits, 1 point 65 under 2 from the log tables. They are just decimal numbers, normal decimal numbers, and we just add them. So when do we have a problem? We have a problem when we have numbers where this you have 0.00 etc. Okay. So log of 0.000645 becomes bar 4.8096. So how do we add numbers when we get bar? Bar is taken to be minus. So bar 4.8096 can be written as minus 4 plus 0.8096. We separate the characteristic and the mantissa part and add the characteristic separately and the mantissa part separately. So bar 4 becomes minus 4 now. So minus 4 plus 1 becomes minus 3. Plus add the decimal part as if you were adding normal decimal numbers, you add the mantissa part. So minus 2 plus 0.7250. This minus 2 is once again represented as bar 2.7250. To do calculations in log, we have to follow certain rules. Okay, see, initially it may look a little difficult for you when you look at the rules, but as you do the problems, you will understand what I'm saying. So if you have two numbers, log A and log C, and you have to add two log numbers, okay, but the base is the same, please note that you can write it as log A into C. Similarly, if you have log A minus log C to the same base, you can write that as log A by C. Okay, actually when we are doing calculations, we'll use it in a reverse way. Log of A into C is log A plus log C. Log of A by C is log A minus log C. Next, if you have log of A power n to some base, you can write that as n times log A. These first three properties or the rules only we'll keep using again and again, but let us have a look at the other rules. So log m to the base A can be written as log m to the base B into log B to the base A. Log of 1 to the any base, it is 0 provided that base is not equal to 1, and log of a number to its same base is also 1. Log b to the base A into log a to the base B will be 1 provided A and B both are not equal to 1. Similarly, you can write log b to the base A as 1 by log of A to the base B. B power log A to the base B is 1 if B is not equal to 1, and log x and log y to the same base, they will be equal, implies and implied by x equal to y. See, this implies and implied by means that if the left hand side is true, it implies the right, and the Now we come to the main aim of our presentation. How do we calculate using log? Suppose we have to evaluate cube root of 0.7214 into 20.37 divided by 69.8. Of course we can do this, but it's going to be a little tiresome. The same thing if you do using a log, it will be much easier. So what we do? The first step, we take log on both sides. So let x is equal to whatever is given in the question. Then we take log on both sides. So log x is equal to log of the question. You know that log of cube root of x means that number power 1 by 3. So log of the number power 1 by 3. But you have a property, log of x power a is a log x. So in the next step, the 1 by 3 comes down and you get 1 by 3 into log of. Wherever you have product, you will add, and wherever you have division, you will subtract. So log of 0.7214 plus log of 20.37 minus log of 69.8. The log values are taken from the table as usual. So 0 point, I write bar 1 point, 72 under 1 and 4 from the table, plus log of 20.37, 20 has 2 digits, so 1 point, 20 under 3 and 7 from the table, minus log of 69.8, 69 consists of 2 digits, so 1 point, 69 under 8 from the log tables. So we get, to calculate this, we have to go to the next step. Again, bar 1.8581, I break it up as minus 1 plus 0.8581 plus, the second part can actually be done just like that, or you can break it up, 1 plus 3090 and minus 1 minus 0.8439. So this value that we have is log x. Simplify the calculations like decimals and we get bar 1.3232. So that value has to be divided by 3. So now to make division by 3, to do division by 3, bar 1, I have to bring in 3 there, then only I can divide by 3. So what we do is, we are adding and subtracting a 2. So bar 1 is actually minus 1. So with that, when I add minus 2, it becomes minus 3. And I'm adding a plus 2. That plus 2 gets combined with 0.3232. So you get bar 3 plus 2.3232. So separately we divide it. Bar 3 divided by 3 becomes bar 1 and 2.3232 divided by 3 becomes 0.7744. Adding both, we get bar 1.7744. So what we have is not the value, we have that value is log x. So from log x, whenever you have to find x, we take anti-log. So taking anti-log of bar 1.7744, we get 0.77 under 4 and 4 from the table, 5948. Our answer will be accurate and it is much easier than actually doing the calculation. We are taking a similar example to evaluate 76.25 the whole cube into cube root of 1.928 divided by 42.75 the whole power 5 into 0.04623. So take the given value as x, take log on both sides. Log of a power b can be written as b log a, and wherever there is multiplication you add the logs, and where you have to divide you have to subtract the logs. This problem is slightly easier because you have bar 2 only in the last portion, bar 2.6649. So that bar 2 can be written as minus 2 plus. On evaluation you get bar 2.9925. So log x is bar 2.9925, taking anti-log of that 0.0 because of the bar 2, 99 under 2 and 5 from the table. So you see it's much easier to calculate than if we would have really done the whole calculation manually.